So we're in for some really warm weather here. It's getting up into the low 80s, and according to the weather report, next week we're going to be in the 90s. So it's getting real. The bees have now been here for, I should go back quite a few weeks. I kind of lost track. But there are a lot more bees now than when I initially hived them, and with the warm weather they are really getting a lot more active. I don't know, can you hear them? I'm here by the hive. Let's just see if you can hear them. I don't know if that's even gonna pick up, but they're just humming really loudly. So here's a picture. Yeah, so they're really going good. And the funny thing is, though, I'm gonna take you down into the backyard. We got these bees because I thought, oh, we have these plants here. Well, one of the reasons I got the bees is because we have these plants. I don't even know what they're called. But in the spring, last year, when these plants bloomed, they were just covered in bees. I mean, literally, our dog thought it was great fun. How are you, Scout? Say hi, Scout. Say that's Scout. And she thought it was great fun last year to just jump into these plants that were just full of bees and then chase the bees. And so I thought this year, when I got my hive, that these flowers, when they flowered, would just be exploding because there'd be so many bees close by. The interesting thing is, in my yard, I have fewer bees this year than I did last year. So here are the plants that our dog would just love to jump in. And last year, these yellow plants, they would just be literally covered with probably, this plant alone would probably have 20, 30 bees on it. And we've got this big one here. This one would just be roaring with bees last year, and the dog would just jump into it and scatter them and chomp on them. But this year, my yard is not heavy with bees like it was last year. I don't know. I find that interesting that with a closer hive, I have fewer bees in my own yard. Now, I have been told by some neighbors that they see more bees in their yards. So maybe it's just the bees take off and, you know, go up and take off, and they kind of leave the area closest to their hive unexplored. I don't know, I just find that interesting. So yeah, I mean, see, we have all these plants here, these yellow ones, and if I had done this last year, you'd see bees just erupting up out of them. But that's okay. The yard's looking nice, and the bees, I know, are in the neighborhood because we're already getting a little bit of honey, and I've had neighbors tell me that they're out. So who knows? Maybe they'll eventually find their own neighborhood, their own yard. See, that's what the dog would do. Just jump up there and root around and everything, and then she'd just pounce and make them fly. But not this year. Oh, here's something kind of strange. And if anybody knows how to deal with this, I'd be greatly appreciative if you give me some insight. Down there, we have a rat that comes from this weird little corner in our between us and our neighbor's yards. It's kind of this dead area where nobody has fenced it in, and so nothing really happens back there. And so it looks like we've got a rat colony. So if anybody knows a better way, I put, you know, some rat poison pellets in that thing. But if anybody knows a better way of getting rid of some rats, please let me know.